All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and the others that rule well. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity and truth. As you can see here, you got this thing, this transgender pedophile, raped a 10-year-old girl. And here at GMS, man, we're one of the first people that would talk about something like this, man. This atrocity, man. If you have these so-called Christians, man, they're nowhere to be found, man. They're not talking they're not talking about this, man. You have vocab alone. He's writing books on GMS and so-called black Israelites, which were not black. You know that calling us black is really goes back to white supremacy. And them removing people landmarks. That's a whole new conversation. You got Jesus is the word. He wants to come to our camp with bullhorns and accuse us with being pedophiles. You know, this is a real pedophile right here, and also this is a abomination, man. This dude uh is a homosexual. But you have these guys that call themselves righteous, they call themselves Christians, man. But they have absolutely nothing to say about you know something like this. You see, we're gonna read this and then we'll get to the scriptures, man. Because if you're a man of the Lord, you're a prophet, what are you supposed to be doing, man? Well, you're supposed to be condemning wickedness, man. And you're supposed to be condemning nations that uplift wickedness, man. So my question to you, so-called Christians, vocab alone, Jesus is the word. What do you have to say about this, man? And why aren't you saying anything about this? Why aren't you talking about pedophilia? Why aren't you talking about the rampant racism that's lives in America, that dwells in America? Why aren't you talking about how, saying the people that are relegated to the hood, not only, you know, uh, they're lacking jobs and things of that nature and opportunity, but, you know, biological, chemical warfare is happening in those parts of the city, man. Case in point, Flint and things of that nature. If you're about righteousness, why aren't you talking about these things, man? You see? So this is quote to yournewswire.com. A Democratic transgender pedophile has been arrested after raping a 10-year-old girl in a public restroom in Wyoming. Miguel Martinez, who also goes by the name Michelle, was taken to court and found guilty of first degree and second degree sexual abuse of a minor. Martinez faces up to 70 years in prison, according to Tribune. Martinez groped the young girl's breasts and genitals and penetrated her. The girl was rescued after a concerned citizen heard screaming coming from the bathroom. DailyCaller.com reports the girl told police that it hurts inside when Martinez penetrated her, causing her to cry, according to the Tribune report. Nurses at a nearby medical center completed a sexual assault exam and found redness and abrasions on the girl's genitalia. The Billings Gazette reported. Local media reports described Martinez as a family friend of the 10-year-old victim. It's crazy, man. The assault is reported to have taken place in the bathroom of a residence, but in taking taking place in the bathroom of a residence, not in a public restroom. Martinez initially told police that the girl had been talking crap and dismissed the accusation as a publicity stunt, according to reports. Now, you know, you got America that uplifts the whole transgender movement, you know, which is clearly against the scriptures, right? And here you are, you say that you're a Christian. Why aren't you talking about this, man? You know, if you say that you had the truth, why aren't you talking about the atrocities that are going on in America, man? You know, and secondly, what is going to happen to America according to the scriptures, man? You see, this place is totally opposite of what the scriptures say that a nation of how a nation is supposed to be, man. How also the people that dwell within America, man, have nothing to do with the scriptures, man. They're totally wicked, you know. So what do you have to say about these things, man? As a man of the Lord, you see. Let's get to the scriptures, man. 'Cause this is what it's all about, right? The scriptures, you know. Get this to, in Jeremiah for you all. Now, this is Jeremiah 28. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Let's look at the word evil. Rye, rye, bad, evil, adjective, bad, disagreeable, malignant, bad, unpleasant, evil, giving pain, unhappiness, misery, evil, displeasing, bad, of its kind, land, water, etc., bad, of value, worse than, worse, comparison, sad, unhappy. So you're supposed to be talking about bad, bad, sad, unhappy times are coming to America if you're a man of the Lord. Evil times, hurtful. Many people are going to get hurt by who? By the Lord when he returns, man, according to the scriptures, man. You know, according to Revelation, the 18th chapter, man, the Babylon the Great will be destroyed, man. You see, when Yahushua returns, who we were called Jesus, he's gonna rule with iron rod. What do you have to say about that? When he in Psalm 63, when he comes back, he say he's gonna be drenched in blood, man. You see, so a man as a man of the Lord, you know, you're supposed to be preaching about bad times, not happy and fluff and making freestyles. You know, before you know vocab alone, before you um started hearing about the Israelites, us, you know, you were making freestyles, man. You know, making poems and things of that nature. You wasn't prophesying against uh, America, man. You were enjoying yourself, man. You know, and fluff. You know, which that's what the world does, man. Seeking, dismissing evil and just seeking happiness, man. You know, that has nothing to do with the scriptures, man. The scriptures are reality. The scriptures are, you know, about judgment, about understanding judgment, man. You see, but you don't exemplify that, man, because you're of this world. You're okay with everything that's going on. The reason why you're okay with everything that's going on because you're not speaking up against it. You see, back to the definition. Uh, G. Sad, unhappy, evil, hurtful, bad, unkind, vicious in disposition. That's right. So bad times, unkind times are coming to America. Vicious times are coming to America. Bad, evil, wicked, ethic, e- ethically, in general, of a person of thoughts, deeds, actions. You see, and we could go on and on. Evil, misery, distress. That's what you're supposed to be preaching about, man. Not making freestyles, not making books, because you already have the book, right? You already have the main book, which is what the scriptures, man. That's what you're supposed to be using to combat wickedness, man. Not playing games, because this world, man, is evil. This this world is given to the hand of the wicked, man. You see, and you're supposed to be prophesying against the wicked, you know, which is showing me your actions are showing that you have nothing to do with these scriptures, man. You see, because if you did, understand these scriptures, man, you will understand that the Most High is not dealing with America, man. Why is that? Because it doesn't uphold anything in the scriptures. And you, as a so-called Christian, what are you supposed to be doing, man? You're supposed to be condemning anything that has nothing to do with the scriptures, man. Wasn't that what uh, the world called Jesus was doing, man? He was condemning the world. You see, if he was for the world, then there would be no need for him to come in the first place. Come on, man. This is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Yeah, so to the heathen, what do you have to do with the scriptures, man? Now, we see what you do with the scriptures, man. It's all about really yourself, your personal testimony, how God changed you. Well, that's cute and all, but man, you supposed to be talking about what the father's business, man. You see, and the father business is spreading his word, man, correcting the people, man. That's what a prophet is set up to do, not to play games, write poems, and break dance. And then when you find you see a doctrine that you don't like, or you want to make videos and scoff and things of that nature, but you have absolutely nothing to say about Catholicism, man, and what's going on in the Catholic churches, man, which shows that you're a complete hypocrite. GMS is the worst of the worst of the worst, but you have no videos on pedophilia, and you have no evidence of us being pedophiles. Jesus is the word. You just lied, got on bullhorn, and called the brothers pedophiles. And then you said you tracked the statement and said, well, they said that they believe in pedophilia. We don't believe in pedophilia. We believe in the word. I suggest you read Matthew 7 and 36. You see? What does that mean when it says, and Paul says, when a woman has passed the flower of age, this is paraphrasing, that a man can deal with her? What does that mean, man? You see? And also, there's numerous vids out there stating that we're not condoning anybody out there to sleep with a so-called underage woman, man. We don't tell our congregation to do that. So you lied. But there's numerous cases of the Catholic Church, you know, raping little boys, popping little boys in the anus, man, making little boys, you know, jack 65-year-old man off, man. Again, you have nothing to say. But when white supremacy, you see, is challenged, then you have something to say. Ah. So again, let's go back to the scriptures, man. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what has thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him. That's right. You seen, you see what's going on in the world, man, and you condone it. You condone homosexuality. You see, why is that? How do you condone it? Because you're not speaking up against it. And you call yourself a man of the Lord. That means that you're set on your leads, man. Alluding to Zephaniah, the first chapter, and has been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. That's right, man. And again, Jesus' word, man, you lied, bro. You lied. You could write it however you would like to, but ultimately it's a lie. You see? Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. That's right. Because more than likely you're an Edomite. And so you're slandering us, um, your brother, which are who? The Israelites, man. You see? We're the worst of the worst. But you have nothing to say. You have absolutely nothing to say but all the wickedness and madness that's going on in the world, man. It's amazing, man. It really is. Get this last scripture and get out your brother's way. Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that lead to destruction. That's right. So broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. The way of the world will lead to destruction. So if you have the understanding of the scriptures, man, how are you supposed to be acting? Well, you're supposed to be acting according to the will and way of the scriptures, man. And also, as part of a man of the Lord, as a prophet, what are you supposed to be doing, man? You're supposed to be entering that straight gate by condemning this world, man. And many there be which go in thereat. Verse 14. But straight is the gate, which means a very difficult journey, straight or a journey of difficulty, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. That's right. So vocabulary. He comes in and oh nice, and he wants to come, paint himself as somebody who's nice and caring, but really you're showing nothing but hate because you're slander. You could mask it with your false Christianity, man, and say that you're doing it out of love, just like Jesus' word did. When he came out to our Saturday camp, you know, and I guess whoever he was with, assuming his wife said that, we're only doing this because you love you. You don't love us, man. You hate us. If it's about love, then you would have put the entire vid up. When you was out there talking to the brothers, and you wouldn't edit out the verses that the brother was bringing out in the word. You see, if it's all about the word, you state that Jesus, you're chanting Jesus is the word, but really, it's all about your agenda. And we have already proven that Jesus is not his word, it's not his name. By the way, his name is Yahweh Shah. You know, Verse 16, ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs, or thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. That's right, man. So we see what it is. You are about the world. Vocabulary alone, you're about the world. And also Jesus' word, you're about the world, man. How do we know? Well, we know that by your conduct. Because if you about the scriptures, man, again, you would have nothing to do with America. You would have nothing to do with the current state of the world, man. You would be on at least on a video sign and crying about all the atrocities that's going on. Not telling everybody to love everything, man. Love, 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 love when there's nothing but hate on the earth. You see? So the Most High is not dealing with you, man. If you really about the Lord's business, man, you need to start condemning the world, bro. That's what you need to start doing, man. Or not, which you're probably not going to, you know. But it is what it is. This video is about edification, man. So all praise to Yahweh by Shemi Shah, the honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's keeping his word, sincerity, truth. Shalom.